Hello and welcome back to the Instant Fame. In the ever-evolving landscape of pop culture, few figures have sparked as much conversation, adoration, and controversy as Lizzo, the artist known for anthems of self-love and an unapologetic presence. The recent discourse surrounding her, particularly following a series of viral photographs and headlines in mid-2025, serves as a fascinating microcosm of our ongoing societal conversation about fame, the female body, and the very nature of acceptance in the digital age. This isn't just a story about a celebrity in a striking outfit. It's a reflection of the complex, often contradictory pressures placed on public figures, especially those who dare to challenge conventional norms. The online reaction to these images of Lizzo, which spread like wildfire across social platforms, became a real-time case study, a trending topic not just for celebrity gossip, but for deeper cultural analysis. The data from search trends and social media analytics revealed a fascinating split in the public psyche, a simultaneous surge in queries for the photographs themselves, alongside a significant uptick in searches for terms like body positivity, celebrity accountability, and media double standards. This bifurcated interest highlights a collective grappling with two powerful and often opposing impulses: the visceral reaction to a visually provocative image and the intellectual and ethical examination of why we react the way we do. The specific event that catalyzed this latest wave of attention was a seemingly spontaneous paparazzi capture, the kind that fuels the 24-hour news cycle. Lizzo was photographed leaving a restaurant, dressed in an outfit that was both bold and elegant, a testament to her signature style that has always championed visibility for larger bodies and high fashion. The headlines, as they often do, veered towards the sensational, focusing on the concept of leaving little to the imagination, a phrase that itself is loaded with implication and judgment. What the headlines often missed, and what the broader conversation on platforms like YouTube and Twitter began to dissect, was the context and the agency of the individual. This was not a passive subject caught unawares, but a performer, a woman who has built an entire brand and philosophy on taking up space, on being seen, on rejecting the notion that certain bodies should be hidden or minimized. The photographs of Lizzo, for many of her supporters, were not a scandal but a statement, a continuation of a project she has been engaged in for her entire career. The viral spread of these images, therefore, was not a simple case of exposure, but a complex dissemination of an ideology, whether those sharing it were in agreement or in opposition. This moment did not occur in a vacuum. It is inextricably linked to the broader and increasingly nuanced discussions around body positivity that Lizzo herself has been a central figure in for years. The movement, which began as a vital force for inclusivity and challenging unrealistic beauty standards, has entered a more complicated phase. Critics now often question its co-opting by commercial interests and its application to celebrities like Lizzo, who already operate within a rarefied world of privilege. The conversation around these photographs became a battleground for these larger debates. Comment sections and video essays were flooded with arguments about whether this represented genuine liberation or a performance of it, whether it was empowering or reductive. The data showed that alongside Lizzo's name, people were searching for body positivity debate and is body positivity toxic, indicating a public that is critically engaging with these concepts rather than passively accepting them. This demonstrates a maturation of the discourse, moving from simple slogans to a more difficult but necessary examination of what true acceptance looks like and who it ultimately serves. Furthermore, the situation is impossible to divorce from the other headlines that have surrounded Lizzo in recent years, specifically the serious lawsuits filed by former dancers alleging a hostile work environment. These legal challenges, which were settled out of court but which left a significant impact on her public perception, created a complex prism through which every new action is now viewed. For many, the two narratives became intertwined, leading to a potent and often toxic mix of commentary. Critics argued that the celebration of Lizzo's body could not be separated from allegations about the character of the person inside it, creating a whataboutism that clouded both issues. Supporters, meanwhile, often felt compelled to defend against all criticisms simultaneously, seeing the focus on her body as a distraction or even a deliberate attempt to undermine her credibility regarding the more serious allegations. This created a messy, emotionally charged environment where a photograph was never just a photograph. It was a Rorschach test for people's pre-existing opinions on everything from fat phobia to celebrity culture and accountability.
In the end, the story of this recent viral moment is far bigger than any single individual or any single photograph. It is a story about us. It is about our evolving relationship with our own bodies and the bodies of others. It is about the platforms we use and how they shape our discourse, rewarding outrage and simplification over nuance and compassion. It is about the difficult, ongoing work of holding space for multiple truths, that one can champion body autonomy and still hold individuals accountable for their actions, that one can critique a media system while understanding our own complicity within it. The images of Lizzo that trended were merely the spark. The tinder was already there, built from years of cultural anxiety, changing social norms, and the endless, insatiable hunger of the content economy. Lizzo, as she always has, held up a mirror, and the fractured, passionate, and often confusing reflection we saw staring back at us tells us more about our current moment than any headline ever could. So the next time a headline tries to tell you what to see, perhaps the real question is, what will you choose to look for?